What's going on, everybody? Welcome to a kind of a weird, short, off-day episode of Metal Gear Mondays, the podcast. There was some stuff that we kind of decided after we had finished and published the March 2nd episode of the podcast that didn't make it into that episode, and I figured it would just be nice to drop this very specific short thing for maximum ear retention. That was a way to say that, wasn't it? I am Sam, as you probably know, on account of how my voice sounds. And I'm just going to kind of talk to you about some stuff that's going on. So we mentioned in the March 2nd episode that we were going to have an episode next week or discuss some things next week. Just due to some personal stuff and some scheduling situations, we will no longer be having an episode on March 9th. We will be having an episode on March 16th. That will be our next Outer Op, which is where we read everybody's responses, which brings me to my next point. We need a couple of responses. Well, a couple, however many responses we can get, we would like to hear. We are looking for a couple of different things. We're looking for Death Stranding responses based on your time with the game, what you got versus what you expected. Any thoughts or feelings you have on Death Stranding. We're going super spoiler mode on Death Stranding. The statute is passed, in my opinion, especially for this kind of podcast. We will have a warning at the front of the March 16th episode, just in case you still don't want to hear spoilers. That's fine. But this is your first warning for spoilers. We're talking about everything. So if you have played the game, we've completed the game. Don't worry about any spoilers. Just send in your free thoughts. We've got a couple of great responses so far. And we are looking forward to hearing more. So please send those in. And really it's an Outer Op. So whatever responses you have about Metal Gear or whatever, send them in as well. The second thing, which if you listen to our March 2nd episode, we're looking for ideas and thoughts about what you think we should cover, in 2020 for Metal Gear Mondays. And we're going to, we'd like to take along your thoughts and feelings and kind of incorporate them into the show if we can. We talked about a lot of stuff on the March 2nd episode. So take a listen to that. And if you don't hear the thing that you want us to cover, send in a suggestion. We would love to hear from you about what you would like us to talk about. As you kind of maybe heard in that episode, we're kind of, and it's been something that's happening for a while, but we are taking a shift in a kind of a different direction with Metal Gear Mondays, which is that we're kind of just going for a theme that is loosely centered around Hideo Kojima. So things that influenced him, movies, books, things that he's influenced, things that the people that he has worked with on projects have worked on, movies, directors that he's worked with, things of that nature. We're just going the 6 degrees of Hideo Kojima with this podcast from now on. And that's kind of the tea on that. One of the things we did mention in the March 2nd episode, which has been very strongly shot down so far based on the people who have listened to that episode, is that we were just like, hey, what if we changed the name of the podcast to kind of reflect this new direction? And the resounding response so far has been no. So I don't think we will change the name of the podcast. But, you know, we like funny, we like jokes, we like comedy, we want to laugh. So if you were going to change the name of the podcast, what would you change it to? Send it in to us as well. That's one of the other things we are looking for with our Outer Ops. So, that being said, all of these things and whatever else you can send to contact@metalgearmondays.com. Shoot us a line. We will file it and add it to our list of things to discuss on our Outer Op coming on March 16th. You have until 8 o'clock Pacific on March 9th to get your responses in. If you send in your responses after that time, unfortunately, we will not have them in the March 16th episode of the podcast, which I get kind of sucks, but we will keep them if you send them after and for another Outer Up in the future. So don't be discouraged about sending in your Death Stranding responses or anything like that in, for this episode, because we will include them in a future episode. Do not worry about that. So yeah, that's all I have for that. Like I said, 8 a.m. Pacific, March 9th. That is your deadline for Death Stranding responses. general responses, topic suggestions, and funny Milligram Mondays name changes, at least for that episode. With that, that's all I have for you. I hope you have a wonderful week, and we will see you on the 16th. And yeah, check us out on social media. You know where to find us. Patreon.com/MetalGearMondays, all that usual stuff. I'm Sanjul on Twitter, SANJUUL, and that is that's that. I love you. Take it easy. It's just a box.
Just a box.